one of the things that you will quickly experience if you get into this, and most of you probably already know, is that rational, and by that I mean statistically extrapolatable expectations seem to be superseded on these trips by a kind of magical connectedness. All kinds of strange things happen on trips that really happen. It's not hallucination. These things really happen. It's almost as though the ordinary laws of causality are obviated and you become a magnet for the strange, the peculiar. And sometimes these synchronicities are trivial. Sometimes they're the difference between life and death. As an example of the latter, I've told this story before, but one time years ago, Dennis and a girlfriend of his went up into the mountains behind Boulder, and they took Argyria nervosa, Hawaiian baby woodrose. And it was much stronger than they expected, and it lasted much longer than they expected, and so night fell. And behind Boulder, up around Nederland, it's 12,000 feet. I mean, when night falls, the temperature plummets. You're immediately in a situation of crisis. Night fell. They were completely lost. They had no clue where they were or how to get back to the car, and it looked grim. And so they're looking out over these valleys and mountains and so forth, trying to spot something. And finally, across the valley, they see what my brother assumes is a car come around the corner because they see the headlights. And so they descend down into this canyon. It takes them an hour. It's pitch dark. They climb up the other side, and they to arrive in a parking lot to find their car. Not only to find their car, but to find that the lights are on. Well, they had left the car some 12 hours before. The battery would have been run down if the lights had been on all that time. It means the lights, they saw the lights come on when they looked out across the valley full of fear, wondering where they were. So, it's just a story, unless you're the person whose life was saved by this incident. So, and you can see then why Aboriginal people would have this faith in the primacy of mind, probably because mind is in fact primary, and it's only because we've locked ourselves down into a set of reductionist expectations that we live in a world so brutally under the aegis of laws like entropy and seriality and so forth and so on.